As you can see, here's a picture of the facade of this new Atom. In a few minutes we'll go and take a look on the inside of what's underneath the canopy, but as you can see, it is a very TDR or Mikado looking machine. Sabastian definitely pulled a lot of stuff from the German side of helis to design this one. Not sure the blade size it's going to be swinging or anything. Looks really cool. I wish they would kind of make it look even more like a TDR, maybe filling in this bottom area with the canopy and making it kind of like the 7HV. That would be nice, but it is only a 450, so like the skids, it's all carbon fiber, very TDR looking. Man, it looks like it came straight out of Germany, but it's going to be made in China. Pretty cool. Affordable boutique heli is what we're looking at here, I guess. And let's take a look on the inside. What's up, guys? Dave from the Davey HT3 here. I just wanted to put this out there. This is a new heli design from Compass Models. It's going to be called the Compass Warp 360. And looking it over, it has a lot of German appeal here. This was designed by Sabastian Zajonz, might I add. He also designed the 7HV. Very TDR looking carbon fiber skids with the same type of attachments here. It looks like it's straight off the TDR pretty much, except for it's one piece instead of the two pieces like the little pants he has here usually. Very TDR looking, totally different design out of the box as far as Compass goes. Looks like these are mounted at about 35 degrees or something to optimize equal control throws, either up or down. They also did a cool thing here with the anti-rotation bracket. There is no anti-rotation bracket. This is actually the top head block has this I guess slot here, and the elevator link looks like it's covered in a Delrin tube, and it appears there's going to be no anti-rotation bracket, just a sort of a swash follower deal here. Pretty cool how they did that. Really like the swash plate. It's about time they got away from that other design. Sort of looks similar, but it looks a lot beefier. It looks a lot better. Moving up to the head here. Blade grips are carbon fiber. This is a completely rigid head. There is no dampening besides this carbon fiber here. Looks like it's going to be two-piece 8-bolt construction, maybe 2.5 millimeter on the heads. It is a 360, so it's kind of smaller, 400 size heli. But so we're not sure of any of the dimensions here. Rear motor mount, that's pretty cool. Going back to the head here, looks like this will be bearing supported, but I don't think you can expect too much damage in here because of the shortness of these links coming down off the blade grips. And that is pretty cool. Makes it affordable. You're not worried about heating up bearings and pulling them out of blade grips, you know, pull them in the oven or heat them up with a torch and have to wait and go through all that. This looks like it's going to be pretty solid in here, and this would just break away. You know, your blades would be shot and break these pieces or crack them, but I'm sure they'll be pretty affordable opposed to new blade grips. Sort of carrying over their design from their new rotor head that they did for flybarless. It's quite different, but kind of the same principle. Looks like there's a lock nut in here where you're going to be able to loosen this and get better resolution on your links, just to get that little bit of extra distance you need for blade tracking, which was very hard to achieve with the other design. Maybe if they were to incorporate this into their other head, which I use, that would be cool. But as you can see, Compass is going in a totally new direction. This is really exciting. I love Compass helicopters. They fly great. They're simple. This is really coming from somewhere else. As you see, there's no boom supports down here. Looks like we got a carbon fiber rod, or maybe it's a fiberglass rod. I'm not sure what this color is indicating. But it looks like it's going to be carbon fiber. And it looks like this is not going to come off. It looks like this will probably be glued on for the aft section. Coming up to the tail, looking very TDR again with this sort of offset 90-degree tail linkage here. The pitch control slider or arm looks like it'll be bearing supported. Carbon fiber on the tail case. Looks like we're looking at a few pieces for this tail, but it still looks simple enough and affordable enough with it being carbon fiber sides. So if you don't have to worry about bending them, you can just break them off and change them out. I'm sure they'll be pretty cheap. That's a good direction there. Looks like almost the identical pitch sliding mechanism back here for the tail blade grips. Looks pretty much like the one off the Atom in 6HV. Metal tail grips, that's pretty cool. I'm sure they'll be bearing supported, and it looks like we got the same spindle in the tail for the shaft in there. And he's already got KBDD tails on there. It's not even flying yet. Pretty cool. Another thing to mention in here, the drivetrain is almost kind of like a very simplistic compound drivetrain. As you can see, you've got one pinion here connecting to a belt, which is going to go around your main gear, and then another shaft, your main shaft coming through, and then probably collating up an inverted version of the Atom style main gear, but flipped over, and then your tail drive belt is here. And this looks like it's the tail servo mounted on the other side, very close to the center of gravity. It looks like they're really trying to keep the center of gravity high and close to the center of the shaft, which is a great thing. It's going to make it fly really nice and stable. Small helis are pretty hard to fly, and that'll make this easy. Electronics layout looks pretty cool, straightforward. See if I can go forward here and look. It looks like you got your ESC mounted underneath of this plate, which you'd think is a battery plate, but it's not. It's to hold your B-stacks or whatever flybarless control unit you're going to use. Looks like a receiver here, even though a new B-stacks is not going, it's going to have a receiver built in. That's neat. And then these, I'm not sure if it's Delrin or what. We were talking about trying to figure out what it was, but it looks like the battery may be sliding somewhere in this area. I'm not sure. I can't make that out. Of course, this isn't a final drawing. This will probably be changed many times and revisions made, but this is what we got so far, and it's cool. Compass is going to do a 450. I like it.